Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Game UX Summit Online edition 2024. This one is a little bit complicated to put together. It's been a very complicated year for a lot of us. Of course, I'm thinking, first of all, about all the layoffs. It keeps being very difficult for a lot of people in the game industry. So it's been very busy on my end. There was the Ethical Games Initiative. We had a conference earlier this year in January, so I hope you saw this and you participated. And of course, it's very time consuming, and everybody's volunteering as always. So it's a little bit complicated to put together the Game UX Summit, especially since we did not have any host for a in-person session this year. But stay tuned for a little announcement a little bit later, like in an hour. So that should be exciting about 2025. But yeah, so as always, I was waiting to get some information about 2025 and life and stuff. And so this year was a little bit last minute. But I really wanted to have a online session as always, just to say hi, just to share, also to support the young professionals and students, because we do a Ask Us Anything session, as we do always when we do the online version of the Game UX Summit. So hopefully, it's a very informal this year, but hopefully it's going to be fun and useful for you, and we can share a lot of cool things. So a lot of people from all the world, Germany, India, New York City, Belgium, Montreal. Oh my God, this is really fantastic. So thank you everyone for being here. I'm going to stop sharing this slide. Yeah, so the Game UX Summit is moving out of Twitter, like a lot of people, and it's going to be transitioning to Blue Sky. So it's easy. It's at gameuxsummit.com if you want to follow it on Blue Sky. But you can also go to gameuxsummit.com if you want to sign up to the newsletter. I'm very bad with newsletters, so you're only going to receive maybe 2 per year, maybe 3. So you're not going to be overwhelmed by my newsletters. But when the videos are online or if there's a big announcement, I usually take the time to put together a newsletter. Another thing that I wanted to share with you is the code of conduct. Please respect the code of conduct today. We have a bunch of young professionals who's gonna share with you, and for some of them it's gonna be the first time presenting. So we are hoping that you can be supportive with this community as always. But it's a wonderful community, so never have any problems, but we still need to be careful. So be supportive and be careful. If you see anything, tell me, poke me. And of course, there's no harassment tolerated, or racism, sexism, or any of these bad things. So please help me make sure that this few hours of sharing stay very respectful to everyone. All right, I have some special guests. If Merve and Morgane, can you come up on stage and turn on your videos? They have a little announcement for you. Hi, how are you doing?
Hi everyone. Hi Celia. Hi. Thanks for
Hello.
having us.
Of course, yes, wonderful to have you. So yeah, you wanted to share with us the initiative that you're doing in Europe. So I'm just gonna let you introduce what you're doing to the community.
Thank
Great.
you.
So yes, thank you very much, Celia, for allowing us to quickly introduce this new project we are really excited about. Briefly, I am Morgane, game user researcher at Clan Games in Berlin, and with my colleague Merve, we created something we've been kind of missing here in Europe for quite a long time, which is Games User Research Europe community group. Call it whatever you like, but basically it will be a dedicated space for game user research professionals in Europe in order to be able to connect, share ideas, share skills, and so on. So we really want a community to be thriving, right? So whether you are a junior or even a student interested in game user research in general, or senior lead, whatever, feel free to join us. We are welcoming everyone. We really want to create this space all together. We don't want that it's only on us, on the two of us. We don't want all the professionals in Europe. And we have been hosting our first event in Berlin. Merve is going maybe to talk a bit about this. So we're doing some cool stuff and we're preparing some cool stuff.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, as Morgan said, we will be having our next event on January 30th. And we've done some in-person events. I mean, one event we did in Berlin, but the next event we want to host it online so everyone can join. But we'll have a few amazing panelists just sharing their experiences with different research methods, some new tools they use, or reflecting on lessons they've learned while refining their processes in their organization. So it's just a casual environment, a great chance to connect, learn, exchange ideas with other researchers. And it will be held online, so it's easy to join from wherever you are. Would love to see you there. We'll be sharing on our LinkedIn profiles. And if you go to Games User Research Europe on LinkedIn, you can see all our events. And yeah, we're just looking forward to building this community together. And thanks so much, Celia, for having us here. We're really excited for the rest of the event.
Of course, my pleasure. The more the merrier. Can you share the links on in the chat?
Yes.
Do you have a
Yes,
website
exactly.
or is it just the LinkedIn page for now?
I have a LinkedIn page for now, and yeah, we'll have event links as well. So we'll be sharing those on the chat.
Awesome.
Great,
Fantastic. Yeah. Do you, how many events do you think you're gonna have every year? Do you have an idea?
That's a good question. We're just starting, so we're kind of seeing what we can do, right? Also online, because we don't want it to be centralized in Berlin. Europe is vast, so we want to be able to include everybody who are willing to participate. So what right now we don't have a quota yet, but we are trying to do something maybe every 3 months, something like that. And we, as Marve stated, we really want to vary the events. So last time was more of a meetup. Now it will be more of a skill sharing session, but we will also maybe to have some mentoring session for students. We are also welcome to any recommendation, any ideas. So yeah, for now it's a bit uncertain, but we really want to make it alive, thanks to all other colleagues in Europe.
Fantastic. Sorry, I'm poking my next speaker as I'm listening to you, making sure that they can be on here on time so we can start the event. So that's fantastic. And in Berlin, how many people did you have? Was it in person? Right.
Yes, it was about 25 people, which was a good start.
Nice.
But yeah, we do have a lot more people on our LinkedIn page. But just even to have that many in Berlin was a great start for us.
Mm.
But yeah, we're looking forward to the next events. And we'll
Are
be
you
doing some polls on what are the specific areas that people want to have more information on, what are the things that we can support each other with. So looking forward.
fantastic?